What is up? Welcome back to another video. I'm working on a Spotmatic SP2 at the moment, and I had this lens that was not focusing properly to infinity. Also, the little band here had fallen off, so I was taking it apart to make adjustments to it and all that stuff. And then I was reminded of a comment that I got on one of my videos. I wanted to address that quickly. So the Spotmatic light metering system is almost completely different than the K1000, you see, because the K1000 has, I don't have one presently, but I do have an MX, so we'll work with this. So this MX also has a K-mount system, and you can see there's this little tab here. As I move that, you can hear there's tension to it. This is basically the aperture resistance toggle. There's a little board that sits right above here with, whatever contacts to create resistance through the rest of the circuit. That then feeds into the circuit and calculates the aperture. Now the Spotmatic, they don't have that. The M42 lenses in general don't really have that because it's a very simple push design for the blades. So as I push that in, that's going to stop the blades down, and that's about it. There's no way to add any kind of resistant charge to that. So the whole metering system operates with this toggle here. You press this up, it presses two contacts together, just like that. They sit right about here, and then it pushes this plate forward, as you can see. And when that plate gets pushed forward, this gets depressed, and whatever aperture your lens is on will then read through the lens. This is stopping down the lens, or it also is creating a depth of field preview, all of these things. But the point of that is to create lighting conditions conducive to what the camera is going to shoot, because the whole metering system is just these two cells and the resistor here, and power coming in through here, whatever. But you put the lens on here, and it has to stop down the light coming in through the lens and then factor that into what settings you have here in order to get an accurate light reading. So there's really no way to get a reading otherwise, unless of course you were to use your phone. But all that to be said, it's a very simplistic design. I think it's very interesting to see this and then to see the difference in the K-mount system, but this still works relatively well. If you don't want to stop down your lens every time you take a photo, because especially if it's bright out and you're stopping down your lens to 11 or 16 or something like that, it kind of makes it hard to see all the time. And if you want to just get an app on your phone, that also works just fine. This also goes back to a comment I got recently where someone's like, oh, the battery for these are kind of expensive. I made a video about it recently, the Energizer S387 or whatever, 387S. They're, I think they're like, I got a pack of them. So I don't know what the single one costs, but probably about like $10 or something like that, which is a little bit steep. So if you'd prefer to just get an app on your phone, that might be a better way to do it. Some of those apps are free. So that would be my ultimate recommendation. I just wanted to talk about kind of the functionality of this, and while I kind of had it all apart. And while we're here, I just also want to make a note to say, fucking hate working on lenses. So I'm just about done with this. I'm gonna get wrapped up and then cleaned up and then get it out for sale. But thank you for watching. Appreciate it as always. Like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you on the next one.